My name is Breanna Mitchell, and 3 days ago, my sister-in-law sent me a text message that destroyed my entire world. It was 9:47 on a Tuesday morning. I was at my desk at work when my phone buzzed. The message was from Jessica, my husband's younger sister. Missing this already? Can't wait till next time, baby. And attached were 3 photos of a beach sunset, photos of a hotel room with rose petals on the bed, and one photo that made my blood run cold. A selfie of Jessica and my husband, Marcus, both in bathrobes, toasting champagne glasses with a beach in the background. The same beach from my honeymoon, the same hotel, the same balcony. I stared at that photo for a full minute before my brain could even process what I was seeing. Then my phone buzzed again. OMG, wrong person, delete that, please delete that. But it was too late. I'd already screenshot everything. And what I discovered over the next 72 hours wasn't just an affair. It was a relationship that started before Marcus and I even met. My entire marriage was a lie. My honeymoon was a recycled romantic getaway he'd already taken with his sister, and his whole family knew. Let me take you back so you understand how perfect everything seemed before that text message. My name is Breanna Mitchell. I'm 29 years old, and I work as a marketing coordinator for a pharmaceutical company in Raleigh, North Carolina. I met Marcus Bennett 4 years ago at a friend's barbecue. He was 32, worked in tech sales, drove a nice car, had his life together. We dated for a year before he proposed. The proposal was perfect. Rooftop dinner in Charlotte, photographers hidden to capture the moment, the works. We got married at a vineyard in the North Carolina mountains. 200 guests, live band, the wedding I dreamed about since I was a little girl. Our honeymoon was in Turks and Caicos. 7 days at an all-inclusive resort, private beach, couples massages, everything. I still have the photos on my Instagram. Us on the beach at sunset, toasting champagne on our balcony, looking so in love it almost hurt. Marcus's family welcomed me immediately. His parents treated me like a daughter, and his sister, Jessica, who was 27 when we met, became my best friend. We went shopping together, had girls' nights, texted every day. She was in my bridal party, helped me plan the wedding, threw me a beautiful bridal shower. That Tuesday morning started like any other. Marcus had left for a business trip to Atlanta the night before, something he did once or twice a month. I was at work, responding to emails, when my phone buzzed with Jessica's text. Missing this already? Can't wait till next time, baby. I actually smiled at first, thinking she must be texting about a vacation or something with her boyfriend. But she didn't have a boyfriend. She'd been single for the past year and a half. Then the photos loaded. The first photo, a beach at sunset. Golden hour, waves crashing. Beautiful, but nothing alarming. The second photo, a hotel room with white linens, rose petals scattered on the bed, champagne bottle on ice on the nightstand. Romantic. Weird for her to send me, but maybe she was showing me a vacation spot. Then the third photo loaded and my entire world stopped. Jessica and Marcus, in matching white bathrobes, sitting on a balcony, toasting champagne glasses. She was leaning into him, his arm around her. They were smiling, like a couple, like lovers. The background behind them was unmistakable, the same distinctive rock formation I'd photographed on my honeymoon, the same balcony from our Turks and Caicos resort. My hands were shaking so hard I almost dropped my phone. I screenshotted all 3 photos immediately, my financial analyst brain automatically preserving evidence before I even consciously thought about it. Then the second message came through. OMG, wrong person, delete that, please delete that, followed immediately by, Bree, I'm so sorry, that wasn't meant for you, can we talk? My phone started ringing, Jessica calling. I declined it. She called again. I declined again. Then a text. Please pick up. I can explain it's not what it looks like. not what it looks like? There were only so many ways to interpret a photo of my husband and his sister in bathrobes toasting champagne on what appeared to be a romantic vacation. My mind was racing through possibilities. Maybe it was old. Maybe it was photoshopped. Maybe there was some innocent explanation. But that beach, that specific view, I pulled up my Instagram and found the photos from my honeymoon 3 years ago. Same rock formation, same balcony, same view. I zoomed in on the new photo Jessica had sent. In the background, barely visible, was a calendar on the hotel room wall. This month, this year. This wasn't an old photo. This was recent, like this week recent. Marcus's business trip to Atlanta. I left work immediately, told my boss I had a family emergency. I drove home in a daze, my mind spinning with questions that didn't make sense. When I got home, I did what I should have done years ago. I went through Marcus's things. His laptop was password protected, but I knew he kept old phones in his office closet. I found one from 2 years ago, charged it up, and started scrolling. What I found made me physically sick. Text messages between Marcus and Jessica going back 6 years. 6 years! That was 2 years before Marcus and I even met. I love you so much, baby. Can't wait to see you this weekend. We need to be more careful. Dad almost caught us. When are you going to tell her? Tell who what? I kept scrolling, my stomach churning. Photos. Hundreds of photos. Marcus and Jessica on dates, at restaurants, at hotels, at the beach. Marcus and Jessica kissing. I found photos from my honeymoon. Except in these photos, Jessica was there too. Different angles of the same locations I'd been photographed at. Same resort, same beaches, same restaurants. She hadn't just visited the same resort coincidentally. She'd been there, with us, or after us, or I didn't even know anymore. My phone had been buzzing nonstop with calls and texts from Jessica. Finally, I answered. Bree, thank God. Please let me explain. Explain what? I said, my voice surprisingly calm considering I was shaking all over. Explain that you're sleeping with my husband. Explain that you've been sleeping with him for 6 years. Explain that my honeymoon was apparently a recycled vacation from your relationship with your own brother? Silence on the other end. Breanna, I'm so sorry. I never meant for you to find out like this. Find out like this? Jessica, the problem isn't how I found out. The problem is what I found out. You're having an affair with Marcus, your brother. He's my stepbrother, she said quickly. Our parents got married when we were teenagers, but we're not blood related. We fell in love before. I don't care if you're blood related or not. He's married to me. When did this start? Another pause. When I was 19 and he was 24. Before you, before any of this. We tried to stop when he met you. We really did, but we couldn't stay away from each other. So my entire marriage is a lie? I said. He married me while in love with you? It's complicated, Jessica said, and I could hear her crying. His parents, our parents, they pressured him to settle down, get married, have a normal life. They knew about us and they hated it. They said it was wrong, disgusting, that we needed to stop. So Marcus agreed to try, to meet someone else and build a normal life. I was a cover story? My voice came out as a whisper. You were supposed to be more than that. He did care about you, Bree. He does care about you. But he loves me. He's always loved me. And I love him. We've tried to end it so many times, but we can't. I laughed, a broken, bitter sound. So what was the plan? He stays married to me for appearances while continuing his relationship with you. I play the oblivious wife while you two have your real relationship behind my back? We didn't plan for it to be like this, Jessica said. We thought it would get easier, that the feelings would fade, but they haven't. If anything, they've gotten stronger. Does your family know? I asked. Do Marcus's parents know you're still together? Long pause. Yes, they know. They've known for a while. They hoped it would stop after the wedding, but Marcus came home from his business trip that evening. I was sitting at the kitchen table with printouts of everything: the text messages, the photos, bank statements I'd found showing hotel charges that matched Jessica's travel history. He walked in, saw me sitting there, saw the photos spread across the table, and his face went white. "Bree, don't," I said. "Don't say my name. Don't try to explain. Just tell me the truth. Are you in love with Jessica?" He stood there, frozen, his overnight bag still in his hand. Yes or no, Marcus. It's a simple question. Are you in love with your stepsister?" "Yes," he whispered. "I am. I have been since I was 24 years old. I never stopped." "And our marriage? What was that?" He sat down heavily in the chair across from me. "It was real, Bree. My feelings for you were real. I did love you. I do love you. But it's different with Jessica. It's what? It's more? It's better? It's worth destroying our marriage?" "We didn't want to hurt you," he said. "That's why we tried to hide it. If you hadn't found out, you would have been happy. We could have all what? Lived this sick lie forever? Marcus, you took me on a honeymoon to the same place you'd already been with her. Did you even take me somewhere special, or was every romantic moment in our relationship just a recycled experience from your real relationship?" "Your parents knew," I said. "This whole time they knew you were still with Jessica, and they let me marry into this family like some kind of prop?" Marcus put his head in his hands. "They thought I'd get over her if I built a life with someone else. They thought having a wife, having normalcy, would make the feelings for Jessica go away. But they didn't. No, they didn't." I looked at the photos again, the one from our honeymoon with Jessica in the same location. Did she come on our honeymoon? 2 days after we left. She stayed at the same resort. We'd meet up when you were at the spa or sleeping. I'm so sorry, Bree. I know how messed up this sounds." "Messed up?" I stood up, my chair scraping against the floor. "Marcus, this goes beyond messed up. This is sick. This is cruel. You married me knowing you were in love with someone else. You let me plan a wedding, exchange vows, build a life with you, all while maintaining your real relationship with her. And your entire family was in on it?" "Not everyone," he said weakly. "My brother didn't know." "Oh, well, thank God someone in your family wasn't complicit in destroying my life," I said sarcastically. "What happens now?" Marcus asked. "Do you want couples therapy? Do you want to try to work through this?" I stared at him like he'd lost his mind. "Work through this? Marcus, you're in love with your stepsister. You've been sleeping with her our entire marriage. You recycled our honeymoon for her. Your entire family helped you lie to me for 3 years. There's nothing to work through." "So you're leaving?" "I'm not just leaving," I said. "I'm divorcing you. I'm taking half of everything we own, which apparently includes the money you spent on hotel rooms for you and Jessica. I'm going to tell everyone why I'm leaving, and I'm going to make sure every single person who knew about this and let me walk down that aisle knows exactly what I think of them." "Bree, please, can we at least get out?" I said. "Go to Jessica. Go to your real love. Live your truth, or whatever you want to call it. But you can't have both. You can't have your forbidden romance and your respectable marriage. You chose her, so go be with her." He stood up slowly. "I never wanted to hurt you." "But you did. You hurt me in the worst possible way. You let me believe I was loved, wanted, chosen, when really I was just the acceptable alternative to the relationship you actually wanted. I was the cover story, the beard, the prop." That was 6 months ago. The divorce was finalized last month. I got half of everything we owned, including Marcus's retirement account and equity in the house. His family tried to play the victims, claimed I was being unreasonable, that they'd hoped I'd be understanding about Marcus and Jessica's complicated situation. Understanding. They wanted me to be understanding about their son marrying me while in love with their stepsister. I told them all exactly what they could do with their understanding, and I haven't spoken to any of them since. The story got out, of course. Marcus and Jessica's relationship became public knowledge. Some people were disgusted. Some people tried to defend it. They're not blood related. You can't help who you love. All that. I don't care. Let them live their truth. Let them explain to people why he was married to someone else for 3 years while maintaining his real relationship with her. As for me, I'm 30 now. I moved to a new apartment in Chapel Hill. I'm in therapy, working through the betrayal and the gaslighting and the years of being lied to by an entire family. And I learned something important. A text message sent to the wrong person can be a blessing in disguise. Because if Jessica accidentally sent me those photos, I might have spent years, decades living a lie. I might have had children with a man who was in love with someone else. I might have grown old never knowing my entire marriage was a performance. That text message destroyed everything I thought I knew about my life. But it also freed me. I'm not the woman who was married to a man in love with her stepsister anymore. I'm not the oblivious wife whose in-laws pitied her behind her back. I'm the woman who saw the truth, faced it head on, and walked away with her dignity intact. And someday, when I'm ready, I'll find someone who chooses me first, not second, not as a cover story, not as the acceptable alternative, just me, first and only.